Hi everybody, I'm Mori, and this time I'm showing you how I make comics. This is this week's episode of Mori the webcomic, and as you can see, before recording this, I actually had my file set up. So this speed paint, speed draw, whatever, is gonna be a lot smoother, where you're gonna see I'm not having to go around and mess with the layers all of the time in the folders and renaming things, and because I knew what I was doing and I had it all set up beforehand. Also, this is in MangaStudio's EX 4.0, which is the last one that had one of the, I think it's the last one or second to last one that has the page editor or story editor where you can see all the pages for your story together. Um, okay, so since it's drawing the panel, I should probably explain what this comic was inspired by. Most of Mori the webcomic, if not all of it to varying degrees, is based off of things that actually happened to me or ideas that inspired by, normal day event things, because that's just what it is. Um, and this was on Friday on my way home from work. It was really dark, and I was passing by an area that sometimes has deer, and I wasn't paying attention, and just as I'm about to pass them, I spot 6 deer, like, ready to bolt right next to the car. And just, like, my heart sank into my stomach in that instance as I just anticipated them jumping into the car. It wouldn't be the first time I've heard of that happening to people, including people that I'm friends with or family or what have you, but I passed and they didn't jump into my car. So I was relieved, and in that moment I just went, not my problem. And that's what this comic is that moment. Um uh so let's see. Oh yeah, because this is night for doing my, I guess you say, story-based comics, more of like graphic novel style or whatever. When I do night scenes, I tend to shade slash ink them a very particular way. But for more of the webcomics, since everything's a lot less detailed and kind of really cartoony, loosely drawn, a lot of it, etc., I ended up shading it differently and experimenting with shading, as you'll watch here, especially in this panel, is a lot of experimenting with it. Well, I say experimenting, but I kind of just did one thing, liked it, and didn't have to do anything else, so my experiment worked. But, so instead of having, what I would normally do is I'd have like a layer over top that's black, but the opacity would be down to like 10%, so everything's just slightly darker. What I did for this instead is I had the one shade of gray that I use for like almost everything be there, but then I had a second shade of gray. And the sky's black, and I just, as many things could be just gray, I did. What you'll see when I get to the shading part on these panels is the only things that are left white are my face and glasses, and then the light from the headlights and things like that once I start adding that in. Let's see. Oh, those of you who read Mori the webcomic will have noticed some of Mori the webcomic shows me drawing a hat, or me wearing hats, like this one where I'm wearing a trilby. I actually wear hats more than I don't wear hats. So I've decided to start drawing the hats that I wear more into the art, even though it hats are hard to draw. But I figure I should push myself, draw more hats. So I am. So I have a bunch of hat references, and by hat references I just mean I have hats that I look at. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at what I drew. I put them in tracksuits. Is that the right idea? Oh my gosh, that's so ridiculous. It's so... It's Faboo. Oh my gosh. Look at these horrible deer. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting overwhelmed by my own drawing. This is moving things around. Uh, I can't believe that happened with the deer. It's something that I keep thinking about, like, all this past weekend, is that moment. Uh, oh, and here's my car, which is not a very good depiction of my car, or the car that was behind me, but it's recognizable as a car and a type of car, and that's what's important. It doesn't have to look exactly like my car. Uh, oh yeah, in case this might have spoiled the magic for some people, but when I actually ink the circles, I just use the circle tool. I don't actually draw the circles from my glasses because I don't feel that confident in making the circles myself. Oh yeah, the expression. I ended up deciding to put one, and then I didn't know what I was doing, so I tried eyebrows, and that didn't feel right. Mouth open did it, but I don't know. I feel like I could have made it more shocked, but I'm not sure what I could have done more. Oh yeah, fixing the text so that it shows up with the background. Filling in lots of black, and then you'll notice that a lot of the things being black ends up hiding things. So what I do is I turn off black for a second, and then the line work, I select all the line work, and I make a separate layer that goes over top, and I trace over that line work with the mid-tone gray in order for that line work to still show up. Uh, Here it is doing now. Selecting the line art. And there we go. Putting it in so it's all still readable. Oh, yeah, this particular trilby that I was wearing has a plaid underside. The whole inside is this purple and black plaid color. And I remembered that I have that material option of the plaid pattern, so I was able to put that in there instead of having to draw it all out. Or shade it out, I guess. Oh, I originally wasn't going to make the whole back of the car the really dark gray, but then as I was looking at it and working on it, I realized that being nighttime, I kind of want it to be darker, but I'm leaving me the lighter so that I stand out more in the image, so it's more readable, but you still understand what's going on. And then this is starting the light. Okay, so the original way that you're seeing me here trying to put in light is actually how I do a glowy effect. And obviously that's not going to work out, so I end up getting rid of that, and then I try, maybe I'll build it up in layers. Yeah, here is trying to build it up in layers, but that brush is just so slow. Especially when recording and my computer starts acting like, memory was weird. And then I was facepalm, duh, gradients exist. And so that was great, remembering that. And then I took one of the splatter paint tools, or splatter brushes, for erasing, and just refined the edge for the light everywhere. And added some extra, like there on the back of the seat, because the headlight of the car behind me. All of the deer's shiny eyes. Oh my gosh, they're in track. I know I already talked about them being in tracksuits, but I drew that. I drew that. This is fine. I did this. That's okay. It is part of the internet now. Oh man. And then of course, lights on the deer so that they stand out more, because otherwise everything's gray. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is fine. Um Oh yeah, I felt like the skin being white was too bright for it being nighttime, so I tried playing around with that, and then it's just, nope, just leave the skin white. Just don't even worry about it. Move on. You've made your decisions. Final highlights on the deer in the background. And, so yeah, if you want to see more of these, like, comment, and if you want to see more content from me, subscribe, I guess. Um, yeah, thanks. Later, lovelies. Oh my gosh.